Welcome back everyone to another video. We got a super special one in store for you today. I'm gonna be taking you through a full day in my life working as an online fitness coach, entrepreneur, content creator, and bodybuilder. Damn, that was a lot of things. But yeah, it's about 7:30 in the morning right now. I've only been awake for about 30 minutes, but I am starving. I haven't eaten anything. So I'm gonna chef up a quick breakfast and then get started with work for the day. And just in case you forgot, I am of course bulking. A little update with that. I weighed in at 190 pounds this morning, which is pretty sweet. Literally like 2.5, 3 months ago, I was like 168. So I'm putting on a decent amount of weight pretty quickly. I think a lot of it's definitely, a lot of carbs and water, but I do definitely feel visibly bigger, especially in my arms and legs. Obviously, can't see my legs right now, but yeah, we're feeling good. It feels so good to eat in a normal quantity again. Yeah, I'm fucking starving, so let's go chef up some oatmeal. All right. Let's make some of this oatmeal. Honestly, if you guys aren't eating oats in the morning, you're missing out, man. Especially if you're bulking, dude. It's just such a good, easy meal for the bulk. Making oatmeal literally takes, bro, like 4 minutes, and it's always quite tasty. So, there's always that in addition. So yeah, I added about a cup, maybe 2/3 of a cup of oats, a little bit of whole milk. If you guys are bulking, you should 1,000,000% be drinking whole milk, except if you're lactose intolerant, because, while that's heating up, I'm gonna cut up one of these bananas. I went grocery shopping yesterday and I literally had to buy like the greenest bananas I could find. I don't know why, but bananas always turn brown in literally like 2-3 days. So annoying. So I had to put in a little bit of a long-term investment, you know what I'm saying? Nice, dude. That's pretty satisfying. Now that the oats are done heating up, I'm gonna get myself a little bit of this peanut butter. I may or may not have a crippling peanut butter addiction, but that's besides the point. A little bit of granola, sweet. And now for the finishing touch, now we toss in the bananas and boom, easy. That was probably only like 4 minutes. How long is this video? Yeah, 4 minutes. It was, you see? Easy breakfast, sensational. All right, now I am required physically to eat my food in front of my computer. Definitely an iPad kid growing up, because eating food while watching a video just, makes the food taste better. Hopefully you guys are eating your breakfast too while you watch this video. But yeah, I'm gonna head on up to the office. Goddamn, your boy is fucking starving right now. Welcome to my office. It's kind of a mess right now, but this is where the magic happens. This is where all my edits get made, all of my script writing, all of my deep thoughts all occur at this desk. Honestly, this little corner is where I spend probably 90% of my time. If I'm not at the gym, I'm sitting at this desk normally. Man, that's tasty. Super excited for today. I got a decent amount of work to get done. I have to make a couple edits. I'm working on the Q&A video right now, which hopefully has already been finished by the time that this video is uploaded. And I'm also gonna be filming the part 2 and part 3 of the Q&A later today. So if you guys still have any remaining questions, be sure to drop them in the comments. Yeah, I gotta make that edit, a couple other ones. Then I got a pretty new and exciting project I'm working on, which is designing a t-shirt for DK Pro Fitness for my brand, for my online coaching brand. I'm gonna be using Printful to help me design this. I'm kind of in between which color I wanna go with. Thinking right now, either white or green, I think would be a good move. But yeah, their website's super easy to use, so it shouldn't take too long. You guys can stay tuned for some pretty sweet t-shirts dropping soon. I'm gonna get started with that, and then I have a couple check-in meetings with my clients, and then it is back day, so we're gonna go train after I'm done with my check-ins. Very exciting. And yeah, let's get to work. All right, time to dive right into this. Let's go, baby. All right, I think I'm gonna work on the t-shirt design first and then kind of get started with all the editing I have to do. So hopefully you can see my screen. I'm taking a screen recording right now on my laptop. Yeah, right now I'm on the Printful website. And yeah, like I said, it's super easy to get started. I'm gonna start with step 1, design my product. And yeah, obviously I am going for a t-shirt, so I'm gonna look at all of those different styles. Honestly, I think I'm gonna just start with like a simple, plain t-shirt design that has my logo on it, and we can always get a little bit more creative in the future, So yeah, I'm gonna go with the color. I think I'm gonna just go with this white tee to start, and then now I just have to upload the DK Pro Fitness logo, which is super easy to do, and I'm gonna center it, of course, and make it a little smaller, put it on the top. That looks pretty cool. All right, now this is the tough call. Green looks pretty sweet, but white also looks good. And with the green one, the white kind of background oh, there's a remove background feature. Okay, that's pretty clutch, not gonna lie. All right, so I just removed the background on the logo and now it looks so much better. Sweet, I'm gonna work on this design a little bit longer. And then basically when I'm done, super easy to connect it to my Shopify so that I can actually turn it into a product, right, that you guys are able to purchase yourselves and obviously get delivered to your doorstep. But yeah, like I said, this just makes it super easy. And if any of you guys are trying to create, you know, some projects or some merchandise for your own brand, I would highly recommend that you go through Printful. It doesn't stop at t-shirts, obviously. There's a ton of different options you can do. And yeah, I'm gonna work on this a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna move on to editing. See you in a bit. All right, I'm just cranking out this edit right now. This is taking me so much longer than it was supposed to. Being a perfectionist is actually killing me, because when I work on an edit like this, and I could probably finish it in like 30 minutes to an hour, but for some reason, my brain decides that I have to make it absolutely perfect. So it'll end up taking me like 2-3 hours of just like meticulously adding in the transitions, making sure the color looks sweet, getting the captions perfect, and obviously, you know, using the right soundtrack, using those sound effects. So it's a whole kind of process that goes into these videos. So when you do see one of my shorts pop up, just know that I've put in some serious blood, sweat, and tears into that video. But seems like you guys fuck with the videos, kinda. I don't know. Hopefully you guys like them. But I finished up the Q&A video, so hopefully you have already watched that Q&A video. But yeah, I'm pretty much done with this and gonna get this posted today, actually. So if you've seen the 60-day challenge that I kind of started, this is what my timeline looks like. And as you can see, there's about a million majigger things, sound effects and transitions and whatever. I'm done with this. I got a couple check-in calls, and I will see you guys in a bit. All right, I'm all done with work, finally. Check-ins went well. Clients are absolutely killing it as usual. Was looking over the t-shirt design again, and I'm still like kind of on the fence between the white and the green one. So yeah, you'll see both of them right here, and let me know your thoughts. Which t-shirt do you think looks a little bit cleaner in your opinion? But yeah, man, looking forward to this back day, and I do have a haircut scheduled. Gonna have to chop off a little bit of the flow. Should just be a, you know, slight little trim. So yeah, I'm gonna make myself a protein shake, of course, and then I'll see you at the gym. Peace. Say what's up to the homeboy Betty. So this is the homie. You'll see it in some future videos. We're cranking some lifts, so stay tuned for more Betty content. Hell yeah. What'd you do today, bro? His name is actually Sebastian, but he was on the gymnastics team with me, and we all called him Betty. So he's forever engraved in my brain as Betty, but yeah, this Sebastian. I should have introduced him as Sebastian. What did you do today, Sebastian?
Just a quick little half marathon today. First half. Now my legs are cooked though, but we got the goal time, hour 50. Next is a triathlon.
Let's go. Yeah. He's wearing the Normatex right now because
shout out Dylan for the Normatex. Saved my legs.
This guy's legs were cooked. Almost as cooked as my legs are about to be tomorrow because it's like that. Did you just rip that? Oh, it was the boots. It was the boots. Sweet, I gotta make this shake, and you'll be seeing more of this guy. That's for show. It's time to make ourselves a little bulk shake. Been making these every morning or afternoon. It's actually the most insane hack for bulking. These always end up being like literally 900 calories in a fucking shake, which is just insane. So I'm gonna go with about 15-14 ounces of some whole milk. There's no other way, of course. And then I've been using this this weight gainer blend for my protein. It obviously has protein in it, but one of the best kind of ingredients is it's filled with dextrose, which if you guys are bulking, if you guys are trying to build muscle mass, you need to start integrating some dextrose into your shakes. Basically, the simplest sugar that your body can break down, essentially liquid carbs that, you know, you mix it into a protein shake. And obviously when you're bulking, you kind of want to, you know, still keep protein around the same, but you want to up the carbs a little bit because it's really, really going to help you build that muscle mass. So dextrose, guys, don't sleep on it. Trust me. So yeah, I got 2 scoops of the weight gainer blend, which is about 20 grams of protein. And then on top of that, I'm gonna throw in a scoop of this My Protein fruity cereal protein, which I'm not sure how that's gonna go with the weight gainer blend, but I'm all out of protein, so this is our kind of last resort. And of course, a little scoop of creatine, never hurt anybody. Really helps make you a little bit more creative, you know. Sweet. All right, I'm gonna throw in a little bit more Peanut butter, of course, like I said, helplessly addicted. Come on, there we go. Boom, and we are chilling. Gonna blend that up with this Ninja blender, which is probably my favorite thing that I've ever purchased in my life. Makes just everything in life so much easier. Not having to deal with a fucking shaker bottle 24/7 is pretty exquisite, so. Nice, 2 blends should be good enough, and just like that, we got like 700, 800 calories in this thing. And it took me about 3 minutes to make, so think smarter, not harder, guys. Oh, it's actually pretty good with the fruity cereal blend. All right, oh, it's delicious. I'm gonna probably drink the rest of this in the car while I'm on my way to get my haircut. And yeah, I'll see you guys at the gym for a phenomenal back day. Let's go.
All right, so I totally forgot to bring my external mic with me to the gym. I was in a rush going to my haircut, so it's all right. Anyways, I started off this back workout with some cable strap pullovers, which is such a perfect way to start your back workouts. When you start off with an isolation movement like this and really just focus on getting a deep contraction in your back and using a slow and controlled eccentric, you get a ton of blood flowing all throughout your back, which always helps me have a better workout during the rest of my training session. I also see a lot of people using a rope or a bar for these. I've tried both of those, and this strap is definitely my favorite way to do these. It was literally like 15 bucks on Amazon, and I'll be sure to link it in the description. These felt amazing though. My back was already pumped after just a couple sets of these. Now I moved on to my first super heavy movement for the day, which was this close grip seated cable row. This is honestly one of the most slept on exercises in my opinion. I did these when I first started lifting, and then I stopped for a while, but honestly I don't know why I ever steered away from these, because they are such an amazing way to work your back, especially your rhomboids and your lats. When you do these yourself, it is super important to focus on retracting your scapula when you do these, which basically just means pushing your shoulder blades back and down. Make sure that you focus on this so that you're able to feel the best contraction in your back muscles. I also cannot stress enough the importance of lifting straps, especially for a heavy movement like this. I recently switched to these lifting hook straps instead of just the basic straps, and I will say it's definitely a hell of a lot more convenient not having to wrap the strap around the bar for every single set. You just kind of hook onto the bar and you're good to go. Anyways, definitely try and integrate some sort of horizontal rowing movement like this on your back days. There's a ton of options out there. My favorite though is this close grip cable row, and as you can see, the pump was already pumping and I was honestly about to fly wet. Next up on the menu was this lat pull down using this mag grip. As you can probably see, I for the life of me just could not get the weight right for this when I started off. I was training at my girlfriend's gym today, and the weights on this machine were just so different than the ones that I'm used to. I really love using these attachments though, because you're able to pull with a neutral grip, which is of course much better for targeting your lats. Some tips for when some of y'all do these yourself: you're gonna wanna make sure that the pad is super tight against your legs so that you can fully isolate your back, and then try not to lean too far back, and think about pulling the handle down with your elbows and then slowly bringing the handle to the top again, keeping tension on your lats the entire time. I was definitely feeling extra wide at this point. This bulk has been making me feel bigger and bigger. Peep the Travis ones, by the way. Goated lifting shoe. Now, our last back exercise for today was this chest supported cable row. Guys, this is seriously the secret to growing some juicy lats. This exercise targets your lats so perfectly. I literally feel like my lat is about to pop every time I do them. All you have to do is just set a bench to about a 60-degree angle and then place it a little bit in front of the cable machine. Now hold onto the bench with your other hand for support, and remember to pause and squeeze your lat hard at the bottom. Do not sleep on these guys. I promise you will not regret it. We couldn't forget about rear delts though, of course. I've been doing them on my back days recently, which I'm a huge fan of. I really like doing these cross cable rear delt flies. They're time efficient since you can work both arms at once, and the tension they put on your rear delt is just brilliant. Make sure you're leaning forwards the entire time you do these and keeping your arms just slightly bent. Once this workout was finished, I pretty much just cooked dinner and went to sleep, and that is a full day in my life living in Los Angeles. I appreciate you guys coming along for the ride, and I can't wait to make way more videos like this for y'all, where I show you the ins and outs of my daily life as much as I can. Until next time, keep grinding guys, and I will see you in the next video.